Shohei Ohtani set the baseball world on fire with a phenomenal start at the plate and on the mound.
Swing and a miss. Down goes Olsen. And tip your cap, Shohei Ohtani. You deserve it this afternoon.
But last Tuesday, he got blistered right from the start, which set the tone for a very short and disappointing outing. Tonight, the task isn't any easier as he faces the defending world champions in his next push to get back on top of the hill. Angels and Astros next.
Halos got out to a great start last night, a shutout victory against the Houston Astros, and a good way to start this little quick road trip against the Astros and the defending world champions tonight from Minute Maid Park. It is game 2 of this 3-game set. We welcome you inside our broadcast booth and back to Angels baseball here on Fox Sports West along with Mark Gubiza. I'm Victor Rojas, and I think that tease pretty much just says it all. Shohei Ohtani is on the mound for the Angels today. He is looking to bounce back after a tough outing against the Boston Red Sox. Of course, the blister was an issue for him, but even with that blister, still throwing 98 to 100 miles per hour with a fastball. He's going to have that command tonight.
Yeah, Victor, what he's done so far this year is certainly worthy of a Carlos Cam replay. His fastball, you mentioned 99 to 100 miles an hour. His splitter, though, has been unhittable. You talk about 13 swing and miss strikeouts on his splitter so far this season. Secondary pitches been outstanding. Batting average under .040 as far as the secondary pitches. But that fastball is going to have to be there for him. 99 to 100, but he's going to have to be able to get it in a good place because that last time out didn't have a feel for his secondary pitches. So the fastball command wasn't there either. So that's the thing for Shohei Ohtani. Stay back on that mound, don't overthrow, and hopefully that blister will not be an issue, especially with the splitter and the slider here tonight against a very good offense. Fastball should be very important against this Astro team. Hopefully he'll be able to get a good feel, and we'll notice that early on if he's going to be able to get that splitter down in the strike zone here today.
Well, last night it was a lot of unsung heroes, guys that have been struggling that came through in the clutch for the Angels. Cole Calhoun, Justin Upton, even Martin Maldonado with the big gun to end the ball game. Tonight that offense is going to face a pretty good pitcher. They faced one last night in Garrett Cole. Charlie Morton's on the mound for the Houston Astros tonight. We're going to step away for a moment. We mentioned a lot of unsung heroes. Last night we also saw the emergence of the rookie, Justin Anderson, the local product from Houston. Made his big league debut and he was spectacular. We'll talk about him when we return. Anderson going to break, and Gooby, what a great story last night.
Well, when you think about it, he got the call on Sunday to come here, come home, and then he gets in the game against the team he watched growing up in Houston here. Justin Anderson, the game at that point 2-0. Got to face the tough part of the lineup for the Houston Astros too. Taking that deep breath, trying to get through that big moment for him, and then he gets the big punch out against Carlos Correa. Gave up a couple hits. He faces Springer, Altuve, and Correa with all his family and friends jumping up and down. What a moment that was to be able to see him finish that one off again. Those high fives from his teammates.
Still gives you goosebumps watching that.
It's incredible.
It's a really cool moment last night, making his big league debut here in his hometown. We're just about ready for baseball. It's showtime. Sit back, relax. Line up the first pitch when we return. Opportunity with a redesigned exterior and 31 highway MPG. Test drive one today. By Mercury Insurance, we're on a mission to save you money. Log on to mercuryinsurance.com to get a fast free quote and see how much you can save. And by your SoCal Mazda dealers. Welcome back out to Minute Maid Park. Game 2 of this 3-game set. Charlie Morton and the Astros not wasting any time as Shohei has to wait around while his offense goes to work. At least we'll attempt to do so against a very good starting pitcher. We'll check out Mike Scioscia's starting lineup for game number 24 of the season. Halos at 15-8 coming into play tonight. Kinsler will lead things off. He's at second, Trout at DH. Upton in left. Pujols at first base. Simmons at shortstop after having the night off last night. He's feeling good. Cozart back to third base. Cole Calhoun in right field. Chris Young gets a start at center. Martin Maldonado rounding out the starting 9. Is doing the catching. They are taking on the 34-year-old right hitter, native of Reading, Connecticut. It's Charlie Morton on the mound for Houston.
Boy, what a transition he has made over the last year plus. Excellent in the postseason so far this season, even better, 3-0, 0.72 ERA. My go-tos, though, to be successful against him tonight is lay off that high fastball. It's up to 98 miles an hour now. And think opposite field against him. Don't get in that pull happy mode against him because he throws a lot of cutters, fastballs away. Very good assortment of breaking balls between curve and change.
Check out the defense that will support him tonight. You've got Gonzalez in left, Fisher in center, Reddick in right. The infield with Bregman, Correa, Altuve, and Gurriel from third to first. Brian McCann behind the plate.
And Bregman over a third. He made a lot of great plays in the postseason himself. Led the AL as far as fielding percentage for third baseman at .970 last season. He's committed 3 errors so far this year, though.
Kinsler ready to lead things off. The Angels last night 2-0 shutout win.
They managed 4 hits, but they made 2 of those count. Single by Calhoun, the double by Justin Upton. Ian last night went 0 for 4. Comes into play with a .256 average. First one is in there for a strike. Eric Cooper calling the balls and strikes tonight. Gary Cedarstrom, the crew chief, at first base. Corey Blazer at second. And Stu Sherwater at third base.
What's amazing, when you go back to 2015, his average fastball, granted he was dealing with some injuries, 91.1 miles per hour. This season, average fastball, 96.
Kinsler pops it up. Altuve out in the outfield grass, squeezes it. There's the first out of the game.
My Hyundai key for this game for the Angels to be successful against this very tough pitcher, Cardi B. I like it. Whatever that pitch you'd like early, it could be a fastball early on. Whatever position you are in that at bat, whatever pitch you feel you like, you got to jump on it. Don't fall behind him too often, because that's when he becomes even better with his breaking ball.
Trout last night got on board twice, a single and a walk, had 2 stolen bases, scored a run. Swing first pitch, and Sky went out toward deep right field. Moving back on it is Reddick, drifting at the wall, climbs the wall, not going to get it. Big fly for Mike Trout, and the Angels strike early. It's 1-0.
Well, you talk about liking a pitch, going after it on the first pitch. He liked it and hits it out. His 10th home run of the season for Mike Trout. 18 RBI. Great game plan there for Trout. Got the pitch he liked and hit it out. Fastball down, and he drove it the other way. And you want to get yourself in position against that 2-seamer as compared to the 4-seamer against Morton.
Brings up Upton with the bases clear, 1 out. First one in for a strike.
First Angel ever with 10 home runs before the end of April. Luis Valbuena with a smile on his face. Jeffrey Marte. Yes, it is.
Bounce to the left side. That's Correa. 2 down.
That is the 3rd home run Morton has allowed this season. All 3, though, Victor, coming against right-handed batters.
You mentioned that velocity, 96.6, 3rd highest average velocity in Major League Baseball, behind Syndergaard and Severino. It is quite a transformation for a guy that was a free agent. Last team was Philadelphia in 2016. Astros saw something that they liked, gave him a 2-year deal. And he goes off and has a terrific season last year, making 25 starts. One of the hero for them late in the World Series. Albert takes a strike, and then here he is now in his walk season, off to a terrific start.
His World Series numbers, 1-0 with 0.58, 10 1/3 innings pitched, 11 strikeouts, including the last out, Game 7.
Albert reaching for one, flipping it down the line, slicing foul and out of play. No balls, 2 strikes. Albert went hitless last night, 0 for 3 with a walk. 258 on the season, 4 home runs, 12 runs batted in, still 8 hits shy, 3,000. Trout, a home run the opposite way, 10th of the year, 18th run batted in, giving the Angels the early 1-0 lead. Breaking ball, almost got him to chase it. Some bite to that thing.
Kind of looks a little bit like Adam Wainwright.
I can see
similar
that.
build.
Yeah. Chopper to the right side. Altuve has to move over. The Angels are done here in the first, but they do strike early with a run. 10th home run of the year for Trout, 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the first. Courtesy of the Drought Blast. We'll take a look at A.J. Hinch and his starting lineup for the Astros. They sit atop the American League West with a 16-8 record. It'll be Springer, Altuve, Correa on the top third of the order. Reddick in right field, Gurriel at first, Bregman at third base, the middle third. Then you've got McCann, Gonzalez, and Fisher rounding out the starting nine. Shohei Ohtani making his fourth start of the year. 2-1 with a 3.60 earned run average.
Yeah, 19 strikeouts in 15 innings pitched. My go-tos for Shohei to be successful here tonight is that early feel for the splitter and use fastball at times for an out pitch, especially against a couple hitters in this lineup that are very good on secondary pitches, have struggled against fastballs so far this year.
Springer comes in batting .240. Went 1 for 4 last night. Shohei's first one tonight. He's upstairs at 96. Now we saw early on against the Red Sox what eventually became the blister problem. You can clearly tell on the splitter and on the breaking ball. The fastball still had life on it, just couldn't control it much. Ground ball to the right side, base hit. Springer jumps on that fastball. Calhoun cuts it off.
Good
and
play.
It's a leadoff single.
It's a pretty good swing by Springer.
Check out the Angels defensively. It's Upton, Young, and Calhoun in the outfield. Cozart, Simmons, Kinsler, Pujols from third to first. Maldonado behind the plate.
Chris Young out in center field. He's played all 3 outfield positions his last 3 starts. 35 career outfield assists in center field for Chris Young. That's a good play by Cole. You keep a double play in order. And Springer can hit a fastball. We saw that last night against Anderson. That was a 99-mile-an-hour fastball hit right back up the middle.
Jose Altuve at .351 on the year. Takes a breaking ball for a strike. Altuve, a couple of hits last night, 2 for 4. Not uncommon for the Astros second baseman.
He's run into 3 double plays so far this year.
Fastball down and away.
97 just off the outside corner. Springer, no stolen bases yet this year. Although he does have good speed, Ohtani has not allowed a stolen base against him yet. He's quick to the plate, holds the baseball very well, very poised for a 23-year-old.
Yeah, been asked a lot about his demeanor on the mound. You can't tell if he's up 6-0 or down 6-0. He's an even keel guy. Leadoff single for Springer. He's at first. 1-1.
Yeah, we talk about Mike Scioscia and Shohei Ohtani as far as you don't want to play poker with those guys.
Yeah.
You never go what they have in their hands at any particular point.
Mention the stolen bases or lack thereof for Springer. 10 on the year for Houston. They've been caught 3 times as a team. 6th in the American League.
Ohtani has a quick move to first.
Breaking ball out to center. Young is there. 1 down.
Kind of backed up on him, that off-speed pitch. Got underneath it. It was about letter high, but the frustration that he went after that pitch, it wasn't a strike.
So 1 out, 1 on. Correa at the plate. Carlos shot a double down the line in the first inning of last night's game. Ended up going 1 for 4. It's his 7th double of the season. .346 average, 4 home runs, 19 runs batted in.
Pretty sharp break to that pitch. You can see it up from our angle up top here. That's a good sign. He's got a good sharp break to that, good tilt to his slider early on.
That'll even up the count. We said it last night. Bears repeating that the Astros at home this year, strangely enough, struggled offensively. 217 as a ball club. Picked up 7 hits last night. Up to 278 down the road. 6-4 at Minute Maid this season. 1-1. That's down the right field line. A slicing foul. Nice play. Right in the first or second row with the glove.
High fives. The ball was hit hard his way. Right next to an Angel fan. Nice play.
Guys behind him better buy him a tall boy.
Yes.
If he doesn't catch that ball, watch out. Medic. 1-2. Tight.
That was a split.
Had kind of a.
Yeah, it didn't quite go straight down. And when you talk about his splitter so far, he's got 19 strikeouts in the season, 13 of them been on splitters.
Ten pitches thrown so far. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Springer with a leadoff single. He's over at first. Josh Reddick, the man on deck. Just joining us, Mike Trout. 1 out at the top of the first. Hitting his 10th home run of the year, going out to right field. Trout DHing tonight. Young getting the start out in center. See if Springer takes off. He does. 3-2. Called strike 3. The throw down to second. They've got Springer caught the run down.
No better double play than to strike him out, throw him out. Nice job. Great pitch there for Shohei Ohtani. Ends up with a 1-2-3 inning. After that, caught stealing.
Find new roads. 1-0 Angels, top of the second inning. Simmons, Cozart, Calhoun to face Charlie Morton. Andrelton got the night off last night. And that pitch almost gets him. He got drilled in the right forearm Sunday. Stayed in the game for another half inning before being taken out. Last night was more precautionary than anything else.
And you know pitchers never think in news terms.
Right.
Throwing inside after that.
Got a sleeve on the right elbow. 295 batting average. That's 2 balls, no strikes. Andrelton with a 382 on base percentage. Nope. Morton's making his 6th career start against the Angels. He's fared well, 3-0 with a 3.14 ERA. He's pitched really well in this ballpark, both in the regular season and postseason combined. Takes a strike 3-1. 21 starts here, Minute Maid. Last year and this year, 13-3 with a 2.78. He's feeling pretty good in this ballpark.
In this ballpark, it's not known to be a pitcher's yard. This is a very good hitter's yard, especially down the lines and even into the gap. Center field, you got to crush it.
3-1. That's out toward deep left field. That's headed toward the Crawford boxes. 2-0. Andrelton Simmons picks up his 2nd big fly of the season. And the Angels, for the 2nd time in as many innings, with the long ball.
Mention those short dimensions out there in left field. The Crawford box. Welcome back. Andrelton Simmons, the day off the recharge after getting hit with that pitch, comes right back. Homers his first at bat. Fastball, 95, inside part of the plate, brought his hands inside, barreled up, and drove it out.
Zach Kozar looks at a strike.
Now the 4th home run Morton has allowed, all 4 the right-handed batters. And another smile from Luis Valbuena.
That's out toward left. Marvin Gonzalez is there. 1 down.
It's all about the drinks there. Lou shoots. Saw Orbit messing around before the start of the game with Mike Trout.
He had his own Orbit's special drink container. There it is. Secret stuff.
Yes. Trout's not buying into it there. He's ignoring him.
Cole bounces the first pitch over to Gurriel. 2 outs. We'll bring up Chris Young. Hey, get your red on. Experience Angels baseball according to your schedule by choosing the games you want to attend with the 8-game flex plan. Call 888-796-HALO. Visit angels.com/ticket plans for more details. Got to get Valbuena to flex like he did in the first inning. Right?
Yes.
Young last night. Left field went 0 for 3.
I like that approach. Mentioned, get a pitch you like and don't let it go. Attack. He's throwing a couple of those fastballs right there. That's a ball that Andrelton Simmons hit at a 95-mile-an-hour fastball inside corner. Young had a pretty good swing at that also. Shohei with a 2-run lead now. His slider very, very good in the bottom of the 1st.
20th strikeout of the year for Shohei. The first one looking.
That is pretty amazing.
Swinging.
.380 career hitter in this ballpark for Chris Young with 11 home runs.
Breaking ball. That fool there, Cooper.
Yes, that buckled everybody.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good breaking ball. Curve ball. Lower part of the strike zone.
They got him chased down with foul tipped into the mid. McCann hangs on to him, and the Angels extend their lead to 2-0. Andrelton Simmons with a leadoff blast to left. Out on hand tonight. Even
that's an outstanding
even
orbit.
Has his own little fan base.
Why wouldn't he?
Yeah. Last night they had just over 29,000. So it'll be a little bit bigger crowd tonight. Josh Reddick leads things off. Gurriel to follow, then Bregman. Ohtani faced the minimum 3.
Good fastball there, and Reddick has really hit a fastball this season. 375 batting average versus fastballs with 4 home runs. Against secondary pitches for Ohtani, though, this 118. So far, he's thrown a lot more sliders than splitters.
Perhaps a little less pressure on that middle finger. See Reddick's numbers overall. Did not get the start last night. Didn't serve as a pinch hitter. Made it out.
Well, you got to even throw a fastball a little bit further off the plate now. Even though he loves hitting a fastball, that's 98. Reddick didn't like it. He's got 2 options: split or fastball away.
Eric Cooper, a home plate umpire that likes to call strikes.
He likes to ring up hitters.
Now the 1-2 downstairs.
Looked like it got Eric Cooper in the hand.
Now, you don't want to hurt the guy that's calling strikes and likes to call strikes.
Yes. I got him right on that forearm. The team tried to do everything he could to keep that baseball in front of him. That might have been an overthrown splitter there.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Down to a chase. 1 down.
Now let's take a look at our tools of the trade, brought to you by Ram Trucks. Last night, a very important defensive play by Albert Pujols, a 2-time Gold Glover. This is leading off the 7th. A potential 1 pitch out, concentrated, got back to that little short wall with the fans there. The distance covered, just under 81 feet. Huge out in that game, especially for Tyler Skaggs. Great play by Albert Pujols.
No balls and a strike.
99 fastball there. Boy, that was a good splitter he struck out Reddick with. The more conventional way.
Yep.
Strike him out, swing in the bat. See, he starts off with that splitter grip. If he throws a slider or fastball, he'll bring those fingers together.
Called strike 3, rings him up. Top part of the zone, 2 outs.
Excellent pitch. You see that smile there from Shohei. Gets that upper part of the strike zone. We mentioned Eric Cooper. He's more of a pitcher's umpire than he is a hitter's umpire. A lot of
rooftops.
Fans, yes, watching.
Yep. A little warmer tonight here at Minute Maid. The beautiful roof open, beautiful sky. Bregman takes a breaking ball outside. Alex hitting 244. 4 doubles, a home run, 6 runs batted in. Not too often you get to play a series here. The roof is open all 3 games. Imagine tomorrow, day game, it'll be open as well.
One thing you'll notice, and if you haven't seen Shohei Ohtani pitches from the stretch exclusively, he'll have a little higher leg kick from the so-called abbreviated full windup here at a stretch. But he's quicker to the plate with men on base. And that's the one thing that Charles Nagy and Mike Scioscia talked a lot about in spring training, trying to get that kind of an even balance as far as the full windup, no one on, as compared to trying to be quicker to the plate as far as that leg kick in the front, catch up with the arm.
And no pause or hesitation once he lifts the leg kick, a la Yu Darvish or no more, anybody like that.
And he drives towards the plate. It's basically what it used to be as far as a pitcher, that drop and drive. You talk about pushing towards home plate. Not quite as far down as Tom Seaver did, but certainly drop and drive, very effective for Shohei Ohtani.
That's lined to right toward the corner. Could be trouble, and it goes foul. You're throwing 97, 98 miles per hour. You're providing all the power.
Yeah, all you got to do is make contact with the barrel.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And Bregman is a strong young man. He was outstanding, especially with the glove in the postseason. He made some unbelievable plays in the World Series. Really, they could have saved a game or 2 for the Astros defensively. Either a splitter or a slider coming here more than likely.
2-2. Top of foul. That one a little bit too good of a pitch up in the zone. You showed that side angle of the mechanics. To me, when you talk about fluid mechanics for a pitcher, first thing I look at is the head. It doesn't even move as he's delivering the pitch.
And that allows him to have his eyes on the target to hit location on a consistent basis.
Maldonado sets up outside. Breaking ball, just missed off the plate. Full count.
No idea how he took that pitch. It's a pretty good take. He's driving towards the plate. He hides the baseball well, and then that slider, that late break, that's a great angle to show you how sharp and how much depth that slider has.
Payoff. Bregman pulls one out to left. That one is off the out-of-town scoreboard. Upton can't come up with it cleanly. And it goes a double. Comes up with it cleanly. Bregman stopping at first base, I believe. That last pitch up in the zone kind of hung it.
Talked about how quick those hands are for Bregman. That's a splitter that stayed up, and with that speed of that pitch, allows him to bring his hands inside and line that off the wall. To shift on in the infield, at least as far as Kinsler is out in that outfield grass now in right field. Second hit allowed by Shohei Ohtani. This is the second hit he's allowed on a secondary pitch so far this season.
Here's Brian McCann, the catcher. He's in batting 304. He'll deliver an off-speed pitch for a strike. 2 doubles, a home run, 5 runs batted in for McCann. Veteran, 34 years of age, went 0 for 2 last night before being pinch hit for it. Simmons.
They're getting loose.
Yeah, just messing around with Bregman. It's blocked by Maldonado.
And going back to those numbers for Shohei, mentioned a base hit on a splitter. His numbers outstanding. Fastball though, batting average against him 292 with 1 home run allowed. Look at that batting average against his secondary pitch. That's his curve, slider, and splitter. 036. That was that slider that Chapman hit out in Oakland with a home run on a secondary pitch.
Ball on a strike with 2 outs. Man in scoring position. 2-1.
100. Hit the century mark on that pitch.
Last couple of times, Anderson's made a little walk, a little circle in front of.
Is he auditioning for Dancing with the Stars with those moves?
2-1.
Dangerous count now against McCann. He's a very good fastball hitter himself, especially in that pull mode.
Kinsler out at shallow right field. Albert playing deep at first.
double, followed by the 2-out walk. 2 on. Marvin Gonzalez come to the plate.
First visit to the mound now. And these two have been together since the start of spring training and able to communicate very well. Team Maldonado and Shohei Ohtani. Very close since day one in Tempe.
And while there's a language barrier, of course, there are phrases or terminology that I'm sure they've worked on to be able to kind of communicate certain things.
Yeah, Ippei will go out if Charles Nagy goes out to the mound, but Martin and Shohei have a pretty good connection together. As well you always should, especially with a pitcher-catcher relationship. There's Charles Nagy looking on.
Gonzalez, a switch hitting left fielder. Takes low. .215 average for Marwin. Couple of hits in last night's contest, going 2 for 4. Bregman at second, McCann at first. 2-0 Angels. We're in the bottom of the second. Top part of the zone at 99.
In the strike zone. Pitch before at 100. Just below it. Rushes this 4-seam fastball up. Upper part of that strike zone. A very difficult pitch for a hitter to catch up to.
Outfield straight around.
So far in his young career as an Angel, Shohei Ohtani, the one inning he's had a little bit of trouble in has been in the second inning. If he can survive this, goes into cruise control from that point forward. Batting average in this inning, .385. First inning, .182. Other than that, not a whole lot of hits at all. Until that 7th inning where he gave up that 1 hit. That masterpiece against Oakland at home.
Struck out the first 2 batters here into second. This one's pulled to the right side and into right field. Being waved around is Bregman. Here comes a throw from Calhoun up the line a little bit. And they've got somebody at first base, so they're going to run down Marvin Gonzalez, and he runs himself out of an inning.
He said safe.
Pujols applies the tag, now out. So 1 run comes in on the RBI single, and that'll do it for the Astros here in the second inning. We're off to the third. Angels on top 2-1.
Angels. Marwin Gonzalez getting the Astros on the board and also running himself and the Astros out of an inning. A lot of excited Angels fans here in attendance. They were here last night, certainly out early and in droves today. With Shohei getting the start.
It's amazing that second inning, though, so far for Shohei in his career in the major leagues. A little bit of a struggle. Got through there with a nice play there to finish off that inning on a rundown tag. Very alert for Albert to get back to first.
Yeah, throws. If Cole's throw is at the plate, Bregman's out easily.
Especially with his throwing arm.
Because that ball got out to right field in a hurry. Maldonado hitting 182. Ahead of the count of 2 balls, no strikes. He's mired in a tough slump. 0 for his last 25 going back to the 3-hit game in Texas on April the 10th. It seems like everything that he has gotten has been away. He's been in that pull mode, so he's kind of been susceptible to the outside pitch. It's down and in. It's lifted on the first base line. It'll fall foul.
And Morton starts on that first base side of the pitching rubber, slightly even in front of that pitching rubber. Tell you what, he was some kind of special in that run last year for the World Championship for the Astros. And on that first base side.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Trout with his 10th of the year in the first inning. Simmons led off the second with his 2nd of the year. Borderline pitch. He got around that breaking ball. Full count.
It's certainly in the strike zone, one of those backup breaking balls.
Martin not shy to throwing that elbow out there.
Just stretch it, especially on a breaking ball.
3-2 on the way. I think that was a much better swing there. 97 mile per hour fastball away.
And that ball, if he squares it up, that's going to go right to right center field. That's the pitch and the swing we're wanting to see from Martin Maldonado for a while. That's a good firm fastball, perfect spot. So often we talk about Jim Palmer, the Hall of Famer, says the best pitch in baseball, fastball right on the outside corner at the knees, and that's what it was, and he fouled it off.
And he'll draw the walk. The leadoff man on board. First free pass issued by Morton. And we'll bring up the top of the order. Hey, join your Angels Thursday, May 3rd. Baltimore Orioles in town, 7:07 start time. Oh, there it is.
It's festive.
Fans in attendance receive a festive poncho courtesy of Waba Grill. While supplies last, go to angels.com for more details.
The festive poncho. Boy, a lot of room on that right side of the infield. You just want to see Ian just to stay back. He's hit a lot of fly balls of late. It's 2 for his last 17. Altuve moving back over on the second base side of the bag now. And one thing the Astros do defensively, they move infielders around depending on the count.
Hasn't quite found that release point for that breaking ball tonight. Talking about Morton. He's accounted 1-1. Last start was at Seattle, picked up the win, 7 innings, 3 hits, no runs, 8 strikeouts. Morton has faced Baltimore, the Padres, the Rangers, Seattle, and now the Angels. 1-2. John on deck.
That's that four-seam fastball upstairs. Remember back in the day, he was known as ground chuck. A guy would get a ton of ground ball outs. Let's have 3 ground ball outs so far, a couple fly ball outs.
That four-seamer had some life to it.
Yes.
Tail action.
That's been difference maker. It took him to that next level as far as being a dominant pitcher.
2-2. Top of foul. Maldonado over at first base. Lead off walk. Morton originally a third-round pick. 2002 by the Atlanta Braves. The guy behind the plate, Brian McCann, was the man behind the plate when Charlie Morton made his major league debut in Atlanta.
Deep counts in this inning so far for Morton. Mike Trout on deck. Three-two with no outs. And if Maldonado's going to be on the move, nope.
And he walked him. So back-to-back free passes to start the third inning, and Trout will come to the plate with a couple of men on.
And his last time up, take a look at our top-tier play. Brought to you by Arco. Got a fastball, first pitch swing, and fastball middle down, and he jumped on it. Exit velocity just under 100, 99.8, but is the launch angle 35 degrees. Remember that last home run he hit out to right center field, this 19-degree launch angle. So he created some lift and drove that one out to right field.
Brent Strom, the pitching coach.
You're going over bunt defenses right now, don't you think?
Yeah, I think Trout is going to give himself up here.
So you got the coverage on that third base line if Trout squares around the bunt.
I'm sure that's a category in StatCast too. How low is the probability of him bunting here?
Is there anything below zero?
Home run is 10th. The RBI is 18th. Couple of men on. 2-1 Angels. We're in the third. Slow breaking ball. 1 ball, no strikes.
Let's take a look at our league leaders, brought to you by Mercedes-Benz as far as most home runs by the end of April in Angels history. Mike Trout now the all-time leader with 10, passing Downing and Pujols, Edmonds, and Torrey Hunter. And still a few more days in April.
Two balls, one strike, nobody out. Back-to-back walks. Shohei, chance to take it in, gave up a run with 2 outs at the bottom of the second. 2-1 pitch, fastball in there for a strike.
Trout didn't like it. It was a pretty good pitch though. 96, right at the knees on the outside corner. You know, he was trying to pitch inside there, and you have a catcher reaching back. A lot of times that's not called, but it definitely was in the strike zone though.
Morton set, look back to Maldonado, 2-2. Way outside. And again, that breaking ball just, you know how it is.
Yep.
Those days that you've got the feel for it, and others that you kind of have to fight through it.
That's why you're seeing him throwing a few more fastballs than normal. Might see him throw a few more cutters too. This inning alone, 20 pitches, 11 of them out of the strike zone. I think he's going to try to go fastball here. He hasn't had a good feel, and Trout is so patient at the plate.
That was a little quick pitch action. Went back to the fastball. That one missed low. And he's loaded the bases via the walk.
Boy,
that
Trout
is a season high for him.
I'm reading a lot of stuff on Mike Trout of late. Is he getting better? If possible, how great his start of his career has been, but he is not swinging at any pitches that are not in the strike zone right now. He is patient. He's bringing pitches in the strike zone, and when it's in that zone, it's hit hard.
If anybody's writing those articles and still asking that question, just ask the people that cover him on a daily basis.
Yes.
I've only been saying it for how many years now? Last year, he was off to his best start of his career until the injury knocked him out in Miami. Bases loaded, nobody out. Here's Upton. Infield back at double play depth. Upton grounded out to Correa in the first.
The Angels have done a good job against Morton as far as throwing off his timing, stepping out on occasion. Can't throw that breaker ball for a strike right now, and that's something he's thrown and had so many swing and misses with his curveball.
Almost as if the arm's dragging. It's almost too quick.
Think about it, just 6 walks the entire season, 3 in this inning.
Got a little help on that call, bringing that fastball back. 1-1.
You'll take that fastball again if you're Upton, because you can hit that ball to right center field. See Fisher, he's playing that way, right center.
Reddick straight up and right, in a little bit. Maldonado at third, Kinsler at second, Trout at first. Breaking ball, pulled foul.
7 career grand slams for Justin Upton. Now is the time where you might see Morton try to run that fastball up. Good batting average also with the bases loaded in his career for Upton.
Chopper toward third. Bregman comes in. That ball checks away from him. Everybody is safe. That's fortunate because I think Bregman was coming home.
He might have had a play at home also, especially with Maldonado coming down the line and that athleticism for Bregman, a former shortstop. And we were walking around even the pregame show, Patrick O'Neill and myself and Jose Mota, how kind of spongy this infield grass is, and that ball checked up on it and rolled away. Ends up being a base hit, an infield hit for Upton, and an RBI.
Still nobody out. Here's Albert. Takes downstairs. Yeah, I truly believe, especially being a force play, that the only play that Bregman really had was trying to get Maldonado at home.
And that's a tough play with the bare hand also. That's the only play he has, though. It's so hard to have that quick transfer of the glove, the throwing hand to throw across the diamond.
Albert grounded out his first time up. 1-0. Gets jammed, pops it up. Gurriel. Albert chased a pitch that was nowhere near the strike zone. And there's the first out.
Having a conversation with Ipe, Shohei, Maldonado, and Charles Nagy going over game plan.
Brad Peacock is getting ready.
It's a big moment right here for Simmons and the Angels. You got to try to add on here.
Agreed. And I think that's Albert just absolutely helped out Morton. You got a guy that's having troubles throwing strikes. You got to look at one pitch in one zone, and that pitch was nowhere near the strike zone. More closer to his chest than anything else. 1-0. Simmons. Homer leading off the second.
Think about coming into this inning. Morton faced 8 batters, 7 first pitch strikes. That's not been the case in this inning. You have to get him before he settles back in again.
Down the line, knocked down by Bregman. Everybody is safe. An infield base hit, an RBI, 4-1 Angels.
That was a pretty good stop there by Bregman. That ball was scalded by Andrelton Simmons. Already having a big game. That's double for sure. Stays back almost the exact same spot as this pitch he drove out. Tries to knock that one down. I don't know if he's going to have a play at all. Anyhow, maybe a force. But Andrelton Simmons picks up his 2nd RBI. Still, bases loaded.
1 out. Zach Cozart now up. Jack a fly ball to left in his first plate appearance. That was in the 2nd inning. Takes a fastball right down the pipe.
See those numbers, last 7 games. Really carried the club early on.
That 1 hit the final game against the Red Sox. Bouncer to short. Correa will take it himself. Off balance throw, but Correa has it. And so Cozart bounces into the inning-ending double play. The Angels add 2. It's 4-1 Halos as we head to the bottom of the 3rd. Mound as we start the bottom of the 3rd inning. Halos up 4-1. First player in Major League history with these 3 home runs and 2 pitching wins by the end of April. Looking to make it 3 pitching wins. Not even Babe Ruth accomplished that feat. He gets 9-1-2 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. It'll be Fisher, Springer, now Altuve.
Good fastball, good location. Long wait in between innings for Shohei Ohtani. That's a pretty good depth in his slider tonight.
Fisher 5 for 39 this year, getting to start out in center field. It's a 128 batting average, former 1st-round pick at the University of Virginia.
What a spot right there.
That's a pretty good pitch. It's 2-1. 3-1. Three strikeouts, 1 walk. 3 hits allowed for Ohtani.
Springer hit the ball hard his first at bat on a fastball on deck. Good pitch again. Boy, his balance over that pitching rubber is so impressive.
Three-2 on the way to Fisher, and he'll draw the walk.
Go back to that good balance he has. Now it's a different leg kick, as you'll see from the stretches compared to the so-called full windup. A little bit more difficult for him to stay balanced. Foot is down, and then through the baseball there as far as the shoulders, eyes right on the target. Zero movement, his head and eyes, but again, he was a little bit quicker at landing on that full windup, a higher leg kick than you would see here now out of the stretch position.
Slider. Pretty good pitch, just misses. Fisher has pretty decent speed over at first base. 3 bags last year, caught 3 times.
Pretty big lead he's got working right now also.
Breaking ball popped up. Kinsler cutting over. 1 down.
Good angle Kinsler took to get to that pop-up. Very difficult play for a first baseman to go back on it, especially holding the runner and then have to go back. Very good play by Kinsler. It's an outstanding look right there.
Yeah,
seen him before.
Long-time Astro fan. Been here for a while, as you can tell by the mustache.
But
he'll go home on occasion, you know, of course. Gotta keep that thing manicured.
Yes. I don't think that could be that easy either. It's impressive.
Altuve, a fly ball to center field. His first inning at bat.
He was anticipating first pitch fastball, got a slider instead. And one thing about Shohei Ohtani, first time through the lineup, batting average against him about 269 coming into the game. But that second time through a lineup, it's a difficult task here, especially when you're dealing with Altuve with his 200+ hits. 0. Second time through the lineup for Ohtani.
He's essentially been a 2-pitch pitcher tonight. Fastball, slider. He's shown the occasional splitter. Got Reddick to swing and miss on it in the second inning.
The ball had some late movement of it. Maldonado was able to keep that in that zone. That's a strike. Best fastball. It's been 100 miles an hour. Showing a slow curve at 77. Hasn't shown it a lot yet. I think there's a few a game, especially against lefties.
Good breaking ball.
You get a great view of how much that pitch breaks late. View right here.
Down goes Altuve. 2 outs.
That's a nasty split. See that baseball out of his hand? You think it's in the strike zone, and then boom, bottom drops. Straight down. That was a nasty split.
Well, everything with Ohtani, it's first this, first that. Is he the first player ever to strike out the reigning Cy Young, or to homer off the reigning Cy Young award winner, then strike out the reigning MVP?
That'll be on the list tomorrow.
Yeah. Patrick O'Neill's working on that pregame show.
Yes,
for
I
tomorrow.
think he's got it locked in.
Correa struck out looking in the first inning. It resulted in a strike him out, throw him out double play.
It's a good pitch again.
That's all over the strike zone.
I think he's hearing a little bit in that dugout from the Angels, or Cooper, generally known as a guy who will call some strikes, but this is a perfect pitch. It's right at the bottom part of the strike zone at 99.
Ball on a strike. Fisher, leadoff walk, stands at first. 2 outs here in the third. Overthrown that one. Two balls, one strike. Pretty good lead for Fisher over at first. Hasn't shown any indication of going. Doesn't here, and it's another walk.
Back to that, really, that could have been an 0-2 count instead of 1-1 count, and overthrew the next couple for a walk-in. Correa, who's very patient at the plate himself. So both pitchers with some walks in the third inning. Morton with 3, Shohei with 2 so far.
Most walks at a game by Ohtani. 4 strikeouts, 3 free passes. And here's Reddick, who struck out in the second. Good off-speed pitch. A 4-1 Angels lead. 1 in the first on the Trout home run, 1 in the second on the Simmons home run. And in the third, the Angels added 2 more runs. Infield base hits by Upton and Simmons. Probably missed out on some more. It's Charlie Morton. 0-1.
Good fastball. 101. Take a look at our Nissan pitch cast. Best fastball we've seen from Shohei. 101 miles per hour. Spin rate of 2334 on that fastball. Saw Garrett Cole's fastball at over 2700.
Down goes Reddick. Guessing, comes up empty as the Astros get 2 on and leave them stranded. 3 in the books. Angels up 4-1. Thursday and Friday live on Fox and NFL Network.
Well, the Browns are keeping everyone guessing for that #1 overall pick.
And even when they make it, they'll probably keep their fans guessing after the fact. Who do you think's going in the first round? Or first overall, I should say.
I'm going Rosen. I think he's going first pick. Pride of UCLA.
Bottom of the fourth, or top of the fourth, I should say, bottom third of the order. Calhoun, Young, and Maldonado. Cole grounded out on one pitch in the second inning. Breaking ball, and down goes Calhoun. Second strikeout of the night for Morton.
I think you don't want to have happen now is Morton get back locked in, especially with his breaking ball. I threw 2 really good ones. He had a tough time throwing it last inning, his breaking ball. Curveball starts off the outside part of the plate, brings it around, and gets a swing and miss. Just 57 pitches thrown. Even with those 3 walks last inning.
There's no doubt the Angels had an opportunity to land a knockout punch. Peacock was warming up. Command was an issue.
He reverted back to ground chuck to get a ground ball double play to finish off that last inning against Zach Cozart. Now he's getting much better as far as his curveball. That looked pretty good. Kind of hungry.
That's a shocker. 2 balls.
As soon as I said that, I knew that was coming next. I said, why did I say that?
2-2 now. Full count. Maldonado on deck. Martinez, the one that started off that little rally for the Angels in the third with a walk. Check swing, did not go. 4th walk of the night for Morton.
Arco, quality top-tier gas for less.
Angels up 4-1 with 1 out. Man on. Martin Maldonado now at the plate. Looks like they're going to start cranking it back up with the bullpen in right center field for Houston once again. 63 pitches for Morton. Peacock once again.
He himself was outstanding in the postseason for the Astros last year. Potential hit and run.
One pitch. Bouncer back up the middle. Altuve has it. And another double play ball. We're off to the bottom of the 4th. 4-1 Halos. Junior, the Western Bacon Cheeseburger is calling your name, little buddy. Pick it up. And by your Southern California Cadillac dealers.
The Angels lead it 4-1 here at Minute Maid Park. Charlie Morton, Shohei Ohtani battling on Nassau.
Yes.
It's cool that we went there a couple of years ago. Visit with Joe Acaba, the astronaut, longtime Angels fan.
Pretty cool. Japanese astronaut came down to visit Shohei Ohtani yesterday. Soichi Noguchi came down to visit Shohei yesterday. How cool was that for him? That's so cool.
Scooby's room on the road.
Yeah. I'm such a fan of flying. I would probably really love to do that, don't you think?
Gurriel, Bregman, and McCann. Ohtani. It's Gurriel to foul the first pitch.
That's a good splitter. Foul rate off of Martin. What's his t-shirt say again?
Everything hurts.
Everything hurts.
Yeah, that's what Martin had a shirt on today during some interviews before the game.
He said everything hurts. He goes, yeah.
It's a perfect shirt for a catcher.
And he's been hit by a pitch on the batting side 5 times, 18 times last year.
Pulled foul. No balls, 2 strikes. Yuri's brother Lourdes Gurriel called up by the Toronto Blue Jays. Solid prospect.
Hey, the Blue Jays have some serious talent that were relatives in the majors either now or before. Dante Bichette, Vlad Guerrero's son.
3 games so far this year for Lourdes. Bounce around. It's downstairs. Yuli struck out looking in the 2nd inning. Back up the middle, got a fastball. Gurriel likes to hit the fastball. Leadoff man is on board for the 2nd straight inning.
Yeah, you would think he had him set up for a split to get him to swing and miss again. The fastball is about belt high over the middle part of the plate. And we mentioned it earlier about the difference as far as times to the plate and delivery for Shohei from the full windup or with no one on as compared to someone at first base. Much quicker for Shohei with a man on base.
Cue shot towards 2nd base. Might be tough to turn the double play, but they do get the lead runner. 1 down. Especially on 1 pitch, you'll take that.
Exactly. And go back to Shohei Ohtani. We talked about his times, a higher leg kick with no one on base. This is the thing Mike Scioscia and Charles Nagy talked about. On the left, the full windup, say 1.67, but in the stretch position, 1 second. That quick to the plate. So you got a difference of maybe almost 2/3 of a second faster from the stretch as compared to the so-called full windup. That's why it's sometimes difficult for him, Shohei, to be consistent with the arm slot. And that's what Mike Scioscia was talking about. Can they get it a little bit closer as far as times from the full windup as compared to the stretch?
McCann walked in the 2nd inning. So no official at bat for him. 1 of 3 walks issued by Ohtani. Slow breaking ball. Haven't seen too many of those. Get it over pitch. Off speed, bouncer towards 2nd, should be 2. He'll take that. We're off to the 5th inning. Angels on top 4-1.
Great deal on all new Hyundai vehicles. See your Hyundai dealer today. By Jack in the Box, try the new Cholula Buttery Jack, part of the Buttery Jack family, only at Jack in the Box, and by your Southern California Toyota dealers.
Top of the 5th in Houston, the Angels on top by the score of 4-1. Goopy, I can see you busting that out on the air one time.
Oh, yeah.
Multiple times, actually.
Well, next homestand, possibly.
That'd be a good look, especially with a festive poncho. Kinsler fouls off the first pitch. Top of the order for the Angels here in the 5th.
You talk about totally festive with that on.
He has popped out, walked, and scored. Oh, 2.
Cut fastball there from Morton. There's a cut fastball about 8% of the time. Go along with his curveball.
Breaking ball lined out to the alley in left center field. Gonzalez over to cut it off. Plays it on the one hop. Bare hands it even.
That was a real good swing there too for Kinsler. Stayed back on that, brought his hands inside, and lines that one to left center field. McCann looks like he set up outside and tried to do that backdoor breaking ball, but ended up being on the inside part of the plate. Talked about how we saw that ground ball to Bregman check up on this grass. Same thing in the outfield. Gonzalez able to use the bare hand. Not quite Kevin Mitchell-like as far as a fly ball, but on the ground caught it with the bare hand.
One ball, no strikes on Trout. Homered in the 1st inning, walked in the 3rd.
Long look down. Dino Evil for Mike Trout. Again, think opposite field like he did that first at bat. Should be away.
3-0. I think he's fine putting Trout on and not giving him anything to hit. Take your chances with Upton and then Pujols.
So, what do you think? 3-0?
No.
Nope. We'll just keep saying it. We'll keep putting it out there. Just in case he, well, you know he has the green light.
Three 3-1. Throw that pitch again. May not get it back.
No. That's that ball hit the opposite field like he did in the first inning. His 10th home run, which leads the majors in that category.
Brad Peacock working his third inning of relief out in the bullpen. Kinsler's on the move. It's a breaking ball for a strike, and Kinsler is in there.
It's his third stolen base. 13th stolen base of the season for the Angels. That's a good take for Trout, knowing he's still going to get another pitch, and he allowed Kinsler to steal that base and get into scoring position.
And in scoring position now. Nobody out.
Would you be surprised if he throws him a strike? Unless it's a high fastball.
Yeah.
That upper part of the strike zone with a fastball.
3-2. Oh, with a breaking ball, and he walked him. It's a fifth walk issued by Morton. That matches a career high for him, and that might be it. A.J. Hinch is coming out. 75 pitches for Charlie Morton. It's been a tough go for him. I imagine he's going to take the baseball here.
And sometimes it's not the amount of pitches, it's the effectiveness of those pitches. And he really had a tough time for the most part with command of his breaking ball.
It's not as if Peacock needed any more time to get loose. Morton is done. Shortest outing of the year. We're in the fifth inning, 2 on. Nobody out. The Angels leading it. By Purple Bricks. Brad Peacock takes over on the mound for Charlie Morton. Brad, this will be his 10th appearance. 1-1 with a 3.38 ERA, 14 strikeouts, 3 walks through 10 and 2/3 innings. He's going to face Justin Upton with Kinsler standing at second and Trout at first. Trout's been on board 3 times. Peacock now 30 years of age. Last year, 34 games, 21 starts, 13-2 with an even 3 ERA.
Yeah, fastballs 90-94. Throws some 4-seam fastballs, curveball, slider, changeup. Likes to throw that 1-0 slider quite a bit, almost half the time. Real good speed on the bases here for the Angels. Combined 8 stolen bases between Kinsler and Trout. Trout has to wait for Kinsler if he's going to go as a trail runner. Shohei Ohtani, a couple innings already in this game, back in the 3rd, and now here in the 5th. A lot of time in between innings. You see him stretch and move that shoulder as the inning progresses here.
1-1. 1-2. Frisbee slider. Justin had the RBI infield base hit in the 3rd.
He creates that good leverage as far as his fastball. He'll throw a lot of those fastballs that mentioned 90 to 94 outside corner. He'll back it up with a slider. I would not be surprised if he threw a slider here.
Leadoff single for Ian. Trout followed with a walk. Pujols on deck. 2-2 now. Down with a fastball, 1 out. Strikeouts racking up a little bit for Justin.
Looked like he was maybe looking, break a ball, got that fastball. That's that pitch he's had a tough time with so far. Fastball above the belt. Albert with another opportunity to add on here with 1st and 2nd, 1 out. Altuve trying to keep Kinsler close. Peacock, good athlete. He's got that good spin move back to 2nd.
Albert 0 for 2. Grounded out to 2nd in the 1st inning. Popped out in foul territory in the 3rd. Morton looking on. These 2 base runners are his. He matched a career high with the 5 walks tonight. 1-1. Morton coming into play tonight, having allowed 3 runs on the season. It's allowed 4 thus far. Shift on, 3 infielders on the left side. Altuve trying to keep Kinsler close to the bag. Popped him up. Chasing the breaking ball. Infield fly rule called, 2 outs.
Anderson Simmons coming to plate. Now let's take a look at We Make It Easy, brought to you by SoCal Toyota. First game back since getting hit by that pitch. Missed the game. Said I'll take that time off and I'll drive the ball out of the ballpark. The launch angle 23 degrees. Picking up his 2nd home run with an easy swing, driving it out. Also a base hit, RBI.
2 for 2. Added an RBI single. A nice play by Bregman in the 3rd.
Pretty good scoop there by McCann. Break a ball in the dirt. Why it's important is because you had 2 runners go in advance. That slide into the dirt all of a sudden becomes even more difficult to throw if you're Peacock with a man on 3rd. Good scoop there by McCann.
Altuve back to his normal position over at 2nd base on the right side. 2-0. Borderline pitch, and it goes Peacock's way. 2-1 now. Up in Oakland, or in Texas, I should say. Oakland and the Rangers scoreless. That game headed to the 6th inning. Seattle shut out the White Sox 1-0. Nice game. You'll see those two off anymore. Ground ball, weakly hit toward short. Correa feed Altuve. The Angels wasting opportunities. We hit at the bottom of the 5th. Halos up.
And stay to enjoy a post-game Saturday Night Fireworks show presented by Wells Fargo. Visit angels.com/promotions for more details. Fireworks on Saturday night.
Oh yeah, the best. 8, 9, and 1 for the Astros here in the bottom of the 5th. Gonzalez, Fisher, and Springer. 5 strikeouts, 3 walks, 4 hits allowed for Shohei. Gonzalez has one of those hits. It was an RBI single to right field. But he thought with the throw coming home that McCann would move on to a third base. Ended up helping out the Angels because he became the third down of the bases right after that single.
"17 batters face 12 first pitch strikes for Shohei Ohtani tonight."
Not a bad idea by Gonzalez, considering Kinsler's playing out in shallow right with the shift on. Got the off-speed pitch. Keeps the count up. Two and one. Astros in this game, for the first 4 innings, have had their leadoff man reach 3 times, including the last 2 innings. Now 3-1.
Chased that pitch out of the strike zone. He knew it. Now see if Shohei can go back with a better pitch to finish off the leadoff batter this inning.
Derek Fisher on deck. Now the 3-2. And that's
a perfect
all
pitch.
over the strike zone. Doesn't get called. And it's a leadoff walk.
You talk about a perfect pitch. That's all over the strike zone. And Mike Scioscia and Martin, he's trying to say it's low. That ball is not low. That's a
low in the
strike.
strike zone.
Look at the location right here. This is all over the strike zone in the middle of the plate. Shohei generally doesn't react all that much.
That's right over the. He split the plate right down the middle. Fisher driving one out towards center field. Hit well. Young's going to watch this one go. A 2-run blast. And it's 4-3 Angels. Fisher hits his first of the year.
That's a long way out. He's geared up for a fastball out over the plate, and it's at the dead center field. Didn't try to pull it. That's sound off the bat and way out.
Nobody out. Top of the order now. It's Springer. Fastball that Fisher hit out at 96 miles per hour. Springer tonight 1 for 2.
Just want to stay under control for Shohei. Battle right back. Still have that lead.
That's a strike, but the fastball to Fisher's not. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now toward right field. Cole plays it on a half. First 3 have reached against Ohtani here in the 5th. Springer picks up his 2nd hit of the night.
Ipe out with Charles Nagy.
Hey, stay tuned during the 7th inning stretch for the Nissan Game Break with Patrick O'Neill. A little extra conversation there with Martin Maldonado and Ipe. Halos up 4-3. Nobody out here in the 5th. The walk, home run, now a single. 73 pitches for Ohtani.
Slider that kind of backed up and got that call again off the inside corner.
It's a pickup tonight. Now 2 big. 0 for 2. A fly ball to center. Strikeout. Swing. That was in the 3rd. 4 runs, 5 hits, 4 left on for the Angels. 3 runs, 6 hits, 3 left on for Houston.
Move it down
on deck.
Move it down to the bullpen now for the Angels, looks like. Jim Johnson getting ready, loosening up. Shohei could use that ground ball double play right now.
One ball, 2 strikes. Not a big lead at all for Springer at first base. 2-2.
Yeah, the Angels have had pretty good success as far as picking off Springer at first base. Not a big lead. Does have good speed. Carlos Correa on deck.
Got him swinging. Slider. And Altuve expanded the zone, 1 down.
Had a good late break to it. Twice now he has struck out in this game against Shohei Ohtani. See how that late break to it started inner half of the plate and broke off the outside corner.
Correa 0 for 1, walked his last time up.
Good block, keeping a double play in order. That last slider, spin rate on that one to Altuve. Talk about that late break. 24-27. Well above average as far, especially for a breaking ball.
Right after him at 99.
That's down the heart of the plate, got by him. Big cut from Correa. Unable to make contact on that 99.
Breaking ball popped him up. Kinsler calling for it. 2 down. And we'll bring up Reddick. Reddick's had a tough time against Ohtani through the first 2 at-bats, both resulting in strikeouts. Shohei really slowing things down a little bit.
That's never a bad idea at certain points of the game. I know he's generally a very quick worker, but you want to make sure you're settled in and have a good idea where you want to throw your pitches. 19 pitches so far. He had a very economical 4th inning. Same with the 1st. Second inning, once again, 24 pitches.
Second inning, 2-out rally, double walk, single. Third inning, 2-out walk. 1 ball, 1 strike. Springer's been anchored over at first base.
Seemed like he's trying to time Ohtani to get a little bit bigger lead. Sometimes that's all you have to do. Step off to show that you're paying attention to him. That's a good pitch again. Now with 101. Wow. Fastball 101. 2184 as far as RPM. He's had 32 pitches that are 95 or higher as far as miles per hour in this game. Of his 84 pitches.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And back outside.
He got behind that one pretty well. 101. He reached back on this one.
I think he'd go back to the breaking ball, the splitter. Got him the first 2 times.
Especially when you're a hitter, you're trying to gear up to a fastball, and you know it's that firm.
Ohtani ready, the 2-2. Overthrown. This one stays close enough where Springer didn't get a good enough read. So Springer stays at first base. Maldonado limping back.
Trying to walk that one off. This splitter in the dirt, overthrown.
They got him in the chest area or something.
You're almost in the hip area too. Pretty good block on that one. And Springer will be on the move. And Shohei Ohtani, the last 3 years in Japan, only allowed 9 stolen bases against him, 47 starts. That's why it's so difficult to get a good read. He's so quick to the plate. But he will be going now, Springer.
Albert playing behind him at first base, backs up a little bit more. Gurriel on deck, 3-2, and it's fouled back.
Another 101-mile-an-hour fastball. In the first inning, best fastball 98, 101. Multiple pitches at 101 in this inning. More than likely be his last inning. See if he can finish off with a swing and miss here.
Pulled out to right, not very deep. Cole's got to come in and toward the line, puts it away, and the 5th is in the books. Houston strikes for 2. Angels up 1. Peacock, who came in the fifth, will stay in here.
$1 hot dog night here.
Nobody's touching hot dogs. Oh, there you go.
I'll be right back.
New meaning to fast food.
Very fast food.
Cozart, Calhoun, and Young against Peacock, who came into the game of the fifth inning with 2 on, nobody out. Upton struck out. Pools, a weak pop up to third, and Simmons, a fielder's choice. So there have been plenty of opportunities for the Angels to blow open this game. Going back to the third inning against Morton. But just not been able to get the deciding blow. Angels 2 for 7 so far with men in scoring position. Cozart's 0 for 2. And now behind at the count 0-2. Zach fly ball to left in the second inning, grounded into a 6-3 double play. In the third, Astros have turned 2 double plays tonight.
This moment
have turned 1.
Still appears that Shohei still in the game after getting that fly ball out to finish off the fifth.
Well, it's not like he's on fumes.
No, he's
having thrown what 401 mile-per-hour pitches to Reddick in the last at bat.
That's impressive.
Down low.
Good take. Talked a lot about that launch angle for Zach Cozart, trying to get a pitch on that inner half and create that launch angle and drive one. Peacock staying away though.
Full count.
Cole Calhoun on deck. We caught that last out. Bottom of the fifth. Hoping to have Cozart on base.
Popped up down to center field, not very deep. One down. There's copyrighted telecast presented by Authority of the Los Angeles Angels. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Angels Baseball L. One out. Here's Cole. 0 for 2. A ground down, a strikeout.
Remember a couple years ago, Victor, where he started getting back to his swing. He hit a line drive to left center field here in this ballpark. They're pitching him away. So it'll be important for Cole to stay back and drive one to that left center field, especially if you're going to go backdoor breaker balls and fastballs. It's like almost a pitch to show inside to try to get him out away again. See if Cole can get that barrel of the bat on this one. Let it travel a little bit deeper. Trust your hands.
Two balls, one strike. Bregman playing into the grass, but more towards the shortstop position. Now Altuve out in shallow right. Correa pretty much where the second base position is at. Two and two.
Again, away. Associated with the shake of the head there, especially going back to that last half inning. 3-2 pitch to Gonzalez that was called a ball that was in the strike zone. See the shift on, a lot of room that left side of the infield. And pitching away, just punch the ball that way.
Check to swing, full count.
See, that was pretty close. See if he was able to hold up, and he did. It's pretty strong wrist and forearm to be able to stop that swing from crossing the plate. Yeah, not in the rule book. It's the interpretation of the umpire, whether third or first if he crossed the plate.
Three-two now. Young with the off speed. 5 up, 5 down for Peacock, and here comes Chris Young.
And that another pitch away. And because of that pitch was so close to pitch before, you're more apt to go and chase that pitch. Again, another shift on the infield for the Astros for Chris Young at the plate.
Young, a strikeout and a walk. Getting to start out in center field tonight with Trout DHing. Halos up 4-3. We're in the 6th inning. Nobody warming for the Angels. So Shohei will come back out for the bottom of the 6th. Houston will have Gurriel, Bregman, and McCann due up.
Doing that motion with that weighted baseball. Pretty much everything away from Peacock, whether it's a left-handed batter or right-handed batter. Shows a pitch in off the plate, but everything away. To drive one out, you have to stay back and hit the ball to right center field if you're a right-handed batter against them. Adjust if it's a mistake out over the plate.
Pops it up. Correa calling for it. Halos here in the 6th inning, down in order. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. 4-3 Angels. Scooby Tuesdays when we return.
Chance of name drop right here.
I have to think about it. Mike Leach, the head football coach.
Wow.
He was an assistant at College of the Desert when I was to school there. And now, obviously, he's done pretty well for himself.
Yeah, I think
Glad I
so.
could break him in.
Yes.
He helped out on the baseball side.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
You were hoping I would say you, huh?
I was hoping that. I
You're
was
in there.
I would have said you then for me then. So now I'm going to move forward, move you to the side now.
Oh, always move me to the side. Gurriel takes inside. He's 1 for 2.
Cole Swindell, really cool, being my contacts.
Yeah.
Text back and forth, country singer. But Jim Palmer tonight checked in.
Oh, really?
The Hall of Famer. One of my all-time favorites. Good friend.
No, Gilby, I don't know if it was Johnny Carson or Tommy Lasorda that said this, but nobody likes a name dropper.
Well, who would that be? By the way, I was asking Trout. I said, "Hey, any chance I can get Kobe's number?" He just laughed at me.
2 balls, 1 strike.
I said, "Fellow Philadelphian, man."
Yeah.
So there's an Angel fan checking out his contacts. He said, "Hey, I got Victor Rojas on my contact."
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
late
there you
80s
do.
PP top.
Yeah.
2-1. Gurriel pulls it foul. Way out in front. 2 balls, 2 strikes. There is action in the bullpen. Jose Alvarez loosening. Hands a left-handed batter.
Remember Gurriel, the third. Last time up, hit a fastball, a firm fastball. And imagine split or slider here from Shohei Ohtani. That slider got a little bit more of the plate than Shohei wanted. The 94th pitch for Shohei. Looking for his best pitch right now. Need against a very good fastball hitter, Gurriel.
Full count. Bregman on deck. And he walked him. Now he got away from it. So again, that's another leadoff man on board.
You go back to that pitch by pitch against Josh Reddick. Backdoor curveball called a strike. Slider down and in. Fastball at 101. Fastball again at 101. We're thrown fastball there. Fastball up at another 101-mile-an-hour fastball, and then eventually a split out in front. Fly ball to right, finish off the inning.
Eric Munson's being called out. Trainer. Shohei felt something after that last pitch.
Looking at his finger, it looked like the blister area again. Maybe that last slider especially. Said he's all right.
Maldonado's the one that called him out. If he saw something physically, then just from a precautionary standpoint, might as well go out there. They don't get charged to visit. Bregman with a double and a run scored the second. A fielder's choice in the fourth. Shohei got Bregman on one pitch. Fielder's choice in the fourth. Fastball in there.
Still firm at 98. Bregman's rolled into 3 double plays. Runs well, not easy to double up.
First round pick, 2015 out of LSU. 19 home runs, 71 runs batted in last season.
Good spot there. More likely you'll see a split. You got to be ready. If you're Martin Maldonado, to keep this split in front in case he bounces it, tries to get a swing and miss with it.
Got him. Just blew that fastball right by him at 98.
That was firm. Impressive fastball. Mike Scioscia going to come out and go to the bullpen now with Jose Alvarez and the lefty Brian McCann. But what an impressive last pitch by Shohei. Stays back on it, 98, right on that outside part of the plate, gets it by him. A good fastball hitter.
So Ohtani is done. After 5 1/3, 6 hits allowed, including the home run to Fisher. It's a nice round of applause, not just from Angels fans, but Astros faithful. Love that. Halos up 4-3.
Kyle Schwarber, 1 home run. And then follows it up with another home run. That launch angle, that breaking ball. At 73, this baseball went a long, long way. Schwarber with 2 home runs in the game. Cubbies all over Cleveland Indians in that rematch of an epic 7-game World Series back in 2016.
5 1/3, 6 hits, including a home run, 3 runs. He's responsible for the man at first. At Julie Gurriel. Jose Alvarez takes over on the bump. This will be his 14th appearance, 1-0. No ERA through 10 2/3 innings, 13 strikeouts, 3 walks. McCann walked back in the second inning, grounded into a 4-6-3 inning ending double play in the fourth.
So
2 balls, no strikes.
We're asking Eric Cooper, where's that at? And he right away shouted back. It's outside. Looked like it was a little bit outside. Yeah, it looked like he went. See if he did indeed cross the plate. From our angle, looked like he did. And he was able to hold up. Good job there by McCann. That's a dangerous spot. Even though you want to throw a strike, McCann had the green light. And that is his zone.
Good breaking ball. Full count. Not a big lead at all for Gurriel at first. 3-2.
Good fastball. 94 from Jose Alvarez. Still impressive, Ohtani, that last pitch he threw 98-mile-an-hour fastball to get a swing and miss. It's Alex Bregman.
Gonzalez on deck. McCann drives one out to right center field, and the Astros lead at 5-4. McCann's second of the season. A hanging breaking ball.
Ended up being a heater that drifted back. He wanted it away. Stayed true in middle of the plate.
Book closed now on Ohtani. Gets charged with 4 runs. Alvarez allows his first earned run of the season. The Angels play from behind. The first time of the series as Marwin Gonzalez takes ball 1. Can't continuously fall behind these guys. And Alvarez has been so good this year. Coming in, getting the job done. Fell behind 3-0, went to 3-2. Now behind here 1-0. Gonzalez, an RBI single and a walk. He's also scored a run. That's out toward right. That's chasing Cole back onto the track and in front of the wall, makes the catch. 2 outs. You never know here in right field. Bunt past Alvarez and a base hit for Fisher. So Fisher's been on board 3 times with a walk, a home run, and now an infield bunt base hit.
More likely a pitching change, and here comes Mike Scioscia now. It's a good idea. You bunt, you're just trying to get it by the pitcher. If you do so, there's no way anybody's going to be able to make that play against that speed of Fisher going down the line.
Alvarez done. Another pitching change. 5-4 Houston. Jim Johnson takes over on the mound. He'll be facing George Springer with 2 outs and a man standing at first base. Johnson 1-0 with a 2.57 ERA. This will be his 13th appearance of the season. 14 innings, 13 strikeouts, and 5 walks. Springer 2 for 3. A couple of singles and a pop-up. Final line on Ohtani: 5 1/3, 6 hits, 7 strikeouts, 5 walks, 4 runs, all 4 earned. One thing that stands out of the 5 1/3 innings: 5 reads to lead off the inning.
Still overall, just tremendous velocity on his fastball. 37 pitches at 95 or higher. He had 5 pitches 100 or higher during the course of his outing today.
Big lead for Fish over at first. Breaking ball through the left side. Fisher will stop there. 3-hit game for Springer.
And we have the dangerous Jose Altuve coming up now.
Hope for 3 against Ohtani tonight. Fly ball to center and a couple of strikeouts. Johnson trying to keep it a 1-run deficit. The Angels in the 7th have 9, 1 and 2 coming up. With action in the Astros bullpen. Breaking ball for a strike.
Looks like our old buddy Joe Smith was up.
Popped up. Maldonado underneath it. And this inning is in the books. 2 runs, though, on the home run by McCann. And the Angels now trail it 5-4. Houston. It's Joe Smith taking over for Brad Peacock, who worked a 2 perfect innings, 6 up, 6 down. Joe entering the game for the 9th time this year, 1-0 with a 4.05 ERA. He's allowed 3 runs on 5 hits and 6 2/3. Has 6 strikeouts and 3 walks.
Fastball from that sidearm delivery. 87-91. He'll throw that frisbee slider and changeup.
Maldonado, Kinsler, and Trout due up. Martin with a walk and a double play. Ball is 0 for 1. But right back to Joe.
My Hyundai key for this game today for the Angels to be successful. I like it. And look for a spot right now, especially on that 2-seamer running in. See if you get that barrel of the bat on it. You got to jump on a pitch you like here for Ian Kinsler, and then Trout following him up. He will throw inside to a right-handed batter.
Ian 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. Two balls, no strikes. Fastball's missing upstairs.
It's interesting to see Joe Smith trying to ride that fastball upstairs, going in that philosophy by the Astros. Generally known as a sinker ball pitcher, trying to elevate.
Kinsler 3 for 6 in his career with a home run against Joe. Trout just 2 for 8. He's on deck. 3-0 pitch. 3-1. And there's a 1-out walk. Tying run on board. Trout coming to the plate. Mike's been on board all 3 times. The home run of the first, 2 walks since then.
Gives it with good speed at first base, but Joe Smith has a very good move to first base. He'll buckle that front knee and throw over, so you really have to be, as a base runner, you have to track that. It's a good move. And what we're seeing from Joe Smith against Trout, he'll try to throw that breaking ball away, but he'll try to pound him in with a fastball. Got in there again with a fastball.
No balls, 2 strikes. Big hole on the right side. Altuve shading toward the middle. Got him, chase that slider. Jones.
2 good friends when they were teammates. Nasty breaking ball. And Trout looked out at Joe Smith, knew he got him with that nasty breaking ball off the plate.
So now it's Upton. RBI infield base hit in the third, 1 for 3. 2 for 9 in his career. Against Smith.
That's that move he has to first base, a very good one for Joe Smith.
He's on your team last year.
Ground ball through the left side, a base hit, so 2 on. With 2 outs. Pujols 0 for 3 tonight. 3 for 7 in his career against Smith with a home run. It's been a tough go for Albert tonight. Faced Morton twice, Peacock once.
Change that all up at one swing of the bat. 8 hits away from 3,000 for Albert. Count as a visit to the mound now. Reddick playing very shallow in right field.
Oh, 1. That's lined out toward left center field. That will fall in there for a base hit. Kinsler will score. Upton on his way to third. And we are tied at 5. Albert will take second. He'll actually probably get credit with a double.
It's good base running there because you take away a force out at second base in case something's hit in the hole. Albert picking up hit number 2993 to 7 hits away for the machine, tying the game up. Went down and got that low pitch and lines it. Fisher able to cut that one off and get it in quickly. Otherwise it looked like if he gets by him or bobbled at all, Dino was going to send Upton home.
He's only getting credited with a single.
That's surprising because he never stopped.
Never stopped. Nobody's at second base, so why just give him a single on it? Well, he gets the RBI that ties things up.
Good swing there by Albert. And he sees no one there. He has never slowed down for Albert, going right into second.
I mean, Gurriel was there, so I mean, technically they could have thrown over there.
Yep. Simmons already had a big-time game already, has a chance with 2 runners on here. Some MVPs right there having a conversation. Jose Altuve, Albert Pujols.
Andrelton Simmons just 0 for 1 in his career against Joe. Takes a slider low. Simmons 2 for 3. Home run. Solo shot in the second. RBI infield base hit in the third. And a fielder's choice in the 5th.
Tell you what, these are just 2 games so far against division rivals. 2 really good games in this series at this point.
That's out toward deep left field. Down the line, if it's fair, it's gone. That is gone. Big fly for Andrelton Simmons. 8-5 Halos.
Simba time going, the best play in baseball. The 3-run home run. Way out to left field. 2nd home run of the game. We talked about having a good game so far. Make that a magnificent game for Andrelton Simmons. I guess that arm is okay after that hit by pitch.
3 straight 2-out hits allowed by Joe Smith.
inside part of the plate, and he went down and got it, and this went a long way.
Fourth career multi-homer game for Simba.
There's Valbuena. There it is. Good at bat by Albert to tie it up. Simba given the lead. What a game for Andrelton Simmons. 5 RBI, 2 home runs.
Cozart chases a breaking ball off the plate, and that'll do it for the Angels, but the Halos answered right back. 4 runs, lead it 8-5. Time now for the Nissan game break with Patrick O'Neill.
Okay, Victor, thanks very much. Wow, this game has lived up to the hype. This series has lived up to the hype.
And got the final out of the 6th. Is back out to start the 7th. We've got Correa, Reddick, and Gurriel coming up for the Astros.
Andrelton Simmons with 5 RBI tonight, a career high in the game for Simba.
Johnson's first pitch inside. Correa with a strikeout, walk, and a pop-up is 0 for 2. That's hit sharply. Kinsler has it go off his glove. 3 to Rex. Young is coming up with it, and Correa will stop at first base. Again, fall behind 2-0. Just fortunate that ball stays in the yard.
Especially against this offense for the Astros. This ball was laced. Almost caught by Kinsler with that dive. Gold Glove winner. Unable to get to that one. That ball was hit right on the barrel.
Reddick 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts. The ball's 2 strikes.
Tried almost to quick pitch him on that fastball to catch him off guard. Elevated it though. Slow breaking ball after a 92-mile-an-hour fastball. Speed differential of 11 miles per hour on that. You see him out in front.
Reddick pulls one down the line. Correa will head to third. Cole will get it back in, and there are 2 on with nobody out to start the 7th inning. Kind of a hanging breaking ball. Didn't have a whole lot of bite to it.
That breaking ball that's got a little bit more of the plate. He wanted to go backdoor on that curveball. See what location was set up, but it drifted. The middle of the play was down right into that swing path for Josh Reddick, who's had some good numbers at home this season, although had a tough time against Shohei Ohtani.
Justin Anderson made his major league debut last night, getting Reddick.
Always been able to get that double play. Could use one now.
Gurriel 1 for 2. Single and a walk. A little pop-up. Kinsler has it. 1 out.
Huge out. Now you get a double play and get out of this inning with no damage.
And I know it's so tempting. You're sitting at home. Why didn't Kinsler just drop it? No. Do not mess around.
This time of the game, outs.
Because that's one of those ones with the spin on it, that ball can bounce and go away from you. You don't get any outs. You score a run. All you're doing is asking for trouble.
Always taken out late. You still have that double play in order for a guy that's rolled into 3 this season, and for a pitcher that's got a lot of ground ball double plays turned behind him in his career.
Bregman takes a breaking ball. Appear to be in the strike zone, but not called.
Trout DHing tonight's had a big game. Watching on. Trying to help his teammates through this on the defensive side.
Maldonado asking for time. Halos fell behind with the McCann home run in the 6th inning, 5-4, but then answered with 4 runs in the top of the 7th. Up 8-5, 1st and 3rd, 1 out. That's in there.
Good spot. Very similar to that zone where Shohei was able to get him.
That's Correa, led off the inning with a single. He's at third. Reddick, he's at first base. 2-strike pitch, little flare, and that's going to fall in there. 1 run is in, and it's 8-6. Went upstairs with that pitch, and Bregman fought it off, picks up his second hit, 7th RBI of the season.
And anytime you see a flare in the outfield, it's generally going to be an elevated pitch. And so she's going back to the bullpen.
Anderson coming on a relief of Johnson. We're in the 7th. The Angels' lead is now 2. With you wherever you go, presented by T-Mobile. So 3 hits in the inning so far for the Houston Astros. 3 singles, 1 run is in. The Astros will have runners at first and second. Justin Anderson comes on for the 2nd consecutive game. Made his major league debut last night and was spectacular. Ended up going in 1 full inning, 2 hits, 1 strikeout. Chance to talk to him before the game today and asked him what he felt. He said the minute the ball Springer hit back up the middle with 2 outs last night, when he realized, okay, this is real. Yeah, that was after he retired the first 2 guys. He's going to face McCann. Reddick standing at second base. Bregman, the tying run at first. McCann, of course, a 2-run home run last inning. That was off of Jose Alvarez. Breaking ball for a strike.
Simmons trying to keep Reddick close.
Oh, 1 pitch.
It's pretty good depth in that slider. Almost chased it.
McCann was set to lead off the inning last night. It was pinch hit for with Tyler Skaggs on the mound, and that's when Mike Scioscia took Skaggs out and brought Anderson in. So first meeting between these two. 1-1. There it is. Good one. 1-2. Simmons up the middle, keeping Reddick close to the bag. 1-2 pitch. Lays off. Just a little bit south of the strike zone.
Yeah, he's hearing from him again. He wants to know when he searched where that pitch was, and Cooper says down.
Little hush in the crowd here at Minute Maid. 2-2 pitch. Wild pitch. Runners will advance. Maldonado trying to backhand that breaking ball. So now the tying run in scoring position.
This slider overthrown the pitch before, very close, but you see that's right by the plate, spins away from him.
Infield back. Kinsler out in shallow right. Barbara Gonzalez, the man on deck. You can see him on your screen. He's almost behind the plate. Trying to get a read on Anderson. 3-2. Walked him. They're loaded up. Noe Ramirez now loosening. This is the bottom of the 7th. 8-6. Halos lead it. Infield back at double play depth. Reddick at third, Bregman at second, McCann at first base. Gonzalez, the left fielder, a single with an RBI, a walk with a run, and a fly ball to right. First one. Off speed in for a strike.
Backdoor slider from Anderson. Under control pitch. Good conversation they had out there on the pitching mound.
Oh, 2.
Backdoor again. If you try that again, you got to be ready for a fly ball your way for Justin Upton.
A lot of sliders to the left-handed batters. Now the 0-2. Goes fastball up and in.
Always a dangerous pitch going inside with the bases loaded.
Many on their feet here at Minute Maid. Gonzalez backing out. We saw it last night with Anderson. Didn't seem to be a guy that was nervous or rattled, especially when facing the top of that order with 2 outs. A different situation here. Angels up by 2. Breaking ball. This is looped at the shallow center field. Simmons going out, and it falls in there. You talk about a bleeder of a pop-up, and it's 8-7 Angels.
Backdoor breakable off the very end of the bat. And Simmons did everything he could to try to get back there. Now you have a very difficult batter to double up.
Second RBI of the night for Gonzalez. Fisher on board 3 times. Walk, 2-run home run to center, and a bunt base hit. The Angels might be down to the last mound visit.
Sounds about right.
Bregman at third, McCann at second, Gonzalez at first base.
Angels with 1 remaining mound visit. The Astros with 2.
Two and one.
Good life in that fastball, 97.
Thirteen pitches thrown by Anderson. He's ready. 2-1. Good breaking ball. 2-2. Anderson last night throwing 20 pitches in his Major League debut. Bregman belongs to Johnson, who started off this inning by giving up back-to-back hits and gave up the 1-out single to Bregman. Brought home a run. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Yes, he did. He went around. That's strike 3. No play needed. 2 outs.
What a comeback after being behind at 2-0 to come back and get the punch out. Still a lot of work to be done with Springer coming up, but what a tough, nasty pitch from Anderson, and a good block there by Maldonado. Last night in the 8th inning, Carlos Correa unable to make contact on that nasty slider. Family and friends in attendance.
Richard born, raised, went to school here in Houston, went to St. Pius X High School before University of Texas San Antonio. He's got some friends that drove in from San Antonio for the game yesterday. Springer, 3 hits tonight. That fastball is off the plate. And it was a fastball that Springer turned right back around up the middle against Anderson last night.
Went right back at him with a fastball. Didn't miss by a lot.
Time's called. Here comes Nagy. So this will be the last visit for the Angels. Without it being an injury or a pitching change.
Well, when you think about it, this game right here is the critical point.
Eric Cooper letting both sides know. The 1-0 pitch, breaking ball, and then that is pulled. Glove by Cozart. Goes to second, and they got him.
What a play by Zach Cozart. He may be struggling swinging the bat, but he may have saved this game with that play with the glove. What a play. The range and the hop and then the throw. Out of the inning, still leading.
Clinging to an 8-7 lead over the Astros. I'm Patrick O'Neill. There are some Angel Live post-game shows brought to you by your SoCal Mazda dealers where we don't know what to talk about. This is not one of those nights. It's like Ali versus Frazier, back and forth. We'll certainly talk about Trout and his 10th home run and Shohei Ohtani in the 5 1/3, hitting 101 about 3 times. But as I sent it back upstairs to Victor and Mark, I mean, this is a slugfest. But that play by Zach Cozart right here was one of the best defensive plays I've seen in a while.
No question about it. We saw it last night. Maldonado struggling at the plate. Didn't have. He still had the wherewithal to throw that ball to third base and get to Gurriel for the 3rd out. And here you go. Zach Cozart, same thing offensively, struggling. Doesn't take it out on the field.
And that's exactly why he's such a special player. That baseball was hit so hard and had a tough hop, but had the presence to get that play at second.
Will Harris on the mound for the Houston Astros. 11th appearance, 0-1 with a 1.93 earned run average, 9 strikeouts, 4 walks.
That being said, a few add-on runs might be very, very important here against this Astro club. Going back to that play by Zach Cozart, an excellent fielding shortstop playing third base for the first time in his career. The exchange rate, to be able to get that out of the hand. 1.63. Quickly fires and gets the force out and a hard slide in there from Gonzalez to Kinsler. That's some quick hands by Cozart.
Go goes down swinging, 1 out. For 4-9 for Calhoun.
Really understand the type of player that Zach Cozart is. Yes, he's been struggling swinging the bat, but knows he can make a difference and did so with his glove.
Chris Young takes outside, starting center fielder. 0 for 2 with a walk.
Boy, 2 really good teams going at it here in this series so far. at a day game tomorrow.
Noe Ramirez warming up in the bullpen, so it looks like he'll be pitching in the bottom of the 8th. Question is, who's pitching in the 9th? Keenan Milton's gone 3 straight days.
He's thrown 59 pitches. I'm guessing Blake Parker or Cam Bedrosian.
Two. Two on the way. That's off the plate. Full count.
Most times we'll throw a fastball here on a 3-2 count for right-handed batter.
Right to Bregman, squared up by Chris Young. And right to the Astros third baseman, 2 outs.
Let's take a look at our Honda probables for tomorrow afternoon's finale. Justin Verlander 3-0 with a 1.10. Nick Tropiano, former Astro, going against his former team. 1-1 with a 3.75. 1-0 on the road so far this season for Tropiano.
Maldonado with a walk double play ball and a bouncer tried to bunt his way on in the 7th inning, so he's 0 for 2.
Try to get him to chase that high fastball. Good career numbers for Harris against the Angels. 2.37 ERA.
Maldonado goes down swinging. Harris with a 1-2-3-8 will head to the bottom of the inning. Altuve, Correa, Reddick coming up. Angels up 1. Who is left? Noe is now in the game. Middleton more than likely not available. Parker, Paredes, and Cambodrosian arm if needed, and they're going to be needed either in this inning or certainly in the ninth if you get to the point and you have the lead. 8-7, Halos on top. Ramirez pitching in his 13th game, 1-1 mark, a 3.75 earned run average, 16 strikeouts, 6 walks through 12 innings of work so far.
13th game, and this is just the 24th game of the season.
Altuve 0 for 4 so far tonight. Break the ball for a strike. Trying to bunt, pops it up. Maldonado is there, makes the catch, one down.
Oh, the all-important out there, especially with Altuve, the reigning MVP. Pops up the bunt, quick on the play by Maldonado. The reigning Gold Glove winner in the American League. Very difficult pitch to bunt. He's trying to push that one down the first baseline, and Maldonado ready to catch that one. He'll take that out.
Correa 1 for 3 with a walk and a single. Fastball.
Good fastball. Had him looking off speed. Whether it's a changeup or slider, got a fastball at 91.
Cambodrosian up in the pen. One-two pitch. Swing and a miss. Down goes Correa. 2 down.
Got him to go after that breaking ball. Solid sequence there from Noe Ramirez. They get a swing and miss against Correa. Mixing one fastball enough to show that, and a slider sharp one away. Swing and miss.
Reddick 1 for 4. Singled and scored against Jim Johnson. Johnson, by the way, 2/3 of an inning, 2 runs on 4 hits. Justin Anderson, 2/3 of an inning, 1 hit, 1 strikeout, 1 walk. And 1 big hug to Zach Cozart.
Yes.
1-0 pitch in there. 1-1. What a game this has been.
First 2 games have been outstanding. Trout up next inning, batting second. Set a home run to lead off his 10th. Anderson Simmons, what a game. 5 RBI. Great defensive play by Cozart.
Reaching for this one, loops it out to right field. Calhoun comes on. Did he make the catch?
But another great defensive play.
No.
He said no.
No, the second base umpire, Corey Blazer, says he did not.
They're walking off the field. Cole felt he caught that in the air. They're going to check it. I think he checked it right away.
A little bit of a stutter there by Cole at the very end. Here's a look at the replay.
He's got it.
That's in the glove, it looks
yes,
like.
It is.
No redirection there.
Great angle, too, for Chris Young to see that.
Yeah, Corey Blazer was the man who made the call at third base last night on Gurriel before that call got overturned. Not an easy play with the lights here, and that ball sinking down at the shoe tops, but nice catch by Cole Calhoun, or at least we think it'll be called a catch. At least we know this is now happening in the 8th inning, so if they replay it here and the Astro fans don't like it, they'll stay in the ballpark.
Here's a great angle right here. Did he get that leather down? That is so close.
Yeah.
It looks like the glove is there. But is it enough to overturn it, though? That's the thing.
You mean the fact that the ball's in the glove?
Well, it looks like it's close to the grass, too. Fans are cheering here. They're a little different than last night. But I think it's worth a challenge. Is it enough to overturn? I thought he got it.
Now left evidence to overturn it. Nice effort by Calhoun. It'll go as a 2-out single for Reddick, and Mike Scioscia is going to call on Cam Bedrosian here with 2 outs and a man on in the 8th inning. A pitching change. Angels up 8-7.
To face Gurriel, trying to finish off this inning and get that top of the order up at the plate in the top of the 9th with the lead.
12th game, 4.35 earned run average. Did not pitch in last night's contest. You may be wondering why Cam versus Noe, who threw the ball well here. Looked like he seemingly had a 1-2-3 8th inning. I think it's just more of a matchup thing.
Yeah.
Likes this matchup better with Gurriel. Gurriel 1 for 3, single, strikeout, walk, and a pop-up in his last plate appearance. And it might be a 4-out situation that you're looking for. Tying run standing at first base, and Josh Reddick. Fastball for a strike.
Good fastball from Cam.
Gurriel 1 for 1 in his career against Bedrosian. It was a double.
Just a little bit below the strike zone.
Breaking ball, fouled off. This one into the seats on the first base side. Evens up the count. Two outs here in the 8th. Halos up 8-7. Bedrosian's 2-2. Fastball got him looking. Down goes Gurriel, and we'll head to the 9th. Halos clinging to the 1-run lead.
Big time pitch from Cam Bedrosian to finish off that inning.
Subscription includes MLB At Bat Premium, allowing you to watch live baseball on your favorite supported devices. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Just go to MLB.tv for the details. 8-7, Halos on top. We begin the 9th. That is Ken Giles on in relief. This will be his 9th appearance. Has 1 save this year. No record, a 2.57 ERA, 7 innings, 3 strikeouts, no walks, 6 hits allowed. He's going to face top of the order. Kinsler, Trout, and Upton.
Fastball 95 to 100 and a sharp slider. The Angels have pretty good success against them. Career ERA against the Angels, 4.50.
He had 1 for 2 with a single and 2 walks.
Oh, yeah.
Bouncer left side. That's Bregman. 1 down. Trout 2 for 10 in his career against Giles. 1 for 2 this evening with a home run, a strikeout, 2 walks.
Remember back in that first inning when he hit his 10th home run, he jumped on the first pitch, fastball. Giles does throw a lot of sliders. Almost split in half between fastball, slider, 50-50 as far as first pitch. And he did throw a slider. Going back to that first inning, aggressive, got a fastball from Morton and goes the other way. 371-foot home run for Trout, 10th in the month. Now we're in April, towards the end of April, all-time record for the Angels.
He's ahead of the count of 2 balls, no strikes.
Tough pitch, fastball inside corner. Although Trout is very good on a low pitch.
Out toward left field, got that one off the end of the bat. Gonzalez squeezes it, 2 down. Bedrosian will come back out for the bottom of the 9th inning. Bregman, McCann, and Gonzalez. Righty, lefty, lefty, with Gonzalez being a switch hitter. Just in a 1 for 3 game. Pardon me, a 2 for 4 game. Wrong line. He started that 2-out rally the 7th. Single. Pujols follow with an RBI single. Then the Simmons 3-run home run. That's drilled out toward right center field. Hit very well. Springer calling for it on the track. Will haul it in for the 3rd out. Angels down in order. We'll head to the bottom of the 9th here in Houston. It's all on Cam Bedrosian's shoulders with a 1-run lead. Certainly did a nice job of coming back in that 7th inning with the 4 runs after the McCann home run gave the Astros the lead. Cam Bedrosian got the final out, striking out Gurriel looking in the 8th inning. Now he gets Alex Bregman, Brian McCann, Marwin Gonzalez. Couple of hits tonight for Bregman. He'll bounce the first one over to Simba. On the first, one down.
Love those quick outs, especially against a dangerous hitter like Bregman.
Here comes McCann. Turned the game around in the 6th inning with a 2-run home run off Jose Alvarez. Shift down with McCann at the plate. Breaking ball for a strike.
Good breaking ball there for Cam. Under control.
The Drones are ready, the 1-1. McCann shoots one out to center. Deeper part of the ballpark. 2 down.
And Cam's able to get out somebody he watched growing up playing with Atlanta. Brian McCann. 1 out away from picking up his 8th career save for Cam Bedrosian. His dad and mom here in Houston. His dad, a former Cy Young Award winner, closing games. And 84 career saves for Steve Bedrosian. Cy Young Award winner, 1987.
Gonzalez at the plate. Couple of singles today. Now one just below the strike zone. Takes a strike. Cam very under control so far tonight. As a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Angels trying to make it 2 in a row against Houston. They'll face Justin Verlander tomorrow afternoon. Cam ready, now the 1-1. That's in there, 1-2.
And watching Maldonado put that hand signal with a breaker ball coming to make sure that Albert would be ready in case he was out in front and tried to hook that one down the first base line. Maldonado very good as far as letting his infielders know potentially where a pitch could be thrown and what kind. You see that hand over there letting them know that it's going to be an all-speed pitch. He could be out in front.
Bedrosian ready now. 1-2. Just got a piece of it.
I don't know how he got a piece of that. I don't know how he got a piece of that last at bat. On a real good breaking ball from Anderson. He got it right off the end of the bat and flared it into the outfield for an RBI single. Just barely got a piece of that one.
Do it again, 1-2. This one's down the left field line, slicing foul.
didn't quite get that up as high as he wanted to that pitch. Maldonado setting up a high target above the strike zone. It was a high fastball. It's one a little bit higher. Late on it.
Two quick outs here in the ninth. Trying to wrap this one up. With Maldonado set up 1-2. This is low. A little bit low. Derek Fisher is on deck. Full count, borderline pitch, but missed outside. Here comes the 3-2 pitch, and he walked him. Overthrown breaking ball. And it'll bring up Fisher. Jake Marisnick's coming out to pinch run for Marvin Gonzalez at first base.
Good speed for Marisnick.
Fisher's had a nice game. Home run, bunt single. 2 for 3 overall. He's also picked up a walk. Bedrosian's first one in the dirt. Last couple of pitches things have seemed to have sped up for Cam. So under control through the first 3 batters and the beginning of the Gonzalez plate appearance.
Maldonado not able to go out and have a conversation now with Bedrosian because they've already used all those mound visits.
Not just Maldonado, anybody.
Yes,
no
anybody.
Position player, nothing. The 1-0 pitch. Downstairs, 2-0.
Cam pretty quick to the plate also. He's only allowed 8 stolen bases and 15 attempts against him.
Marisnick has 2 stolen bases on the season. Has not been caught. Two 2-1. Halos with 8 runs, 8 hits, stranded 4. Houston 7 runs, 14 hits, have left 10 men on base. Two 2-1. Foul back, 2-2.
Challenged him. Good fastball.
George Springer, the man on deck. This is the guy you want to get Right here and right now. Get it over with, especially with a 2-2 count. Don't want to give Marisnik anything of a head start at 3-2.
With his speed, he's got great strides. You want to make sure you get him out right now.
Marisnik off to a big lead right now at first base. Cam is set. We'll step off. Long one tonight. The Angels trying to put a bow on it.
12-foot lead that last time for Marisnik. See if he gets back out there again.
Heck of a battle by both clubs tonight. Two-two. The dribbler foul.
Pretty good breaking ball from Cam.
That was a pitch that Justin Anderson got Fisher on for the second out of the 7th.
17 pitches this inning for Cam Bedrosian. 10 of them strikes. Looking for that one big strikeout right now.
Travis again. Another 2-2. Cold strike 3. Light that baby up as the Angels take game 2 by the final of 8-7.
What a job by Cam Bedrosian. A 4-out save against the defending world champions. Cam under control. Great balance. Finish. Break a ball. Punch him out. Angels win. Back-to-back games. Andrelton Simmons. What a game for him. And now it's time for the Land Rover above and beyond player of the game. There's no doubt about that one. Andrelton Simmons, 2 home runs, 5 RBI. Second Angel shortstop ever with at least 2 home runs and 5 RBI in a game. The other, Freddie Patek. What a game.